In July 2023, Bridges for Life led a missions team to Ecuador. Ecuador is located below Colombia and above Peru. Ecuador's population is 18.2 million, with its official language as Spanish and main religion as Catholicism. Ecuador has a developing economy based in petroleum, bananas, and shellfish, and the US dollar is its official currency. We spent several days traveling to different parts of this beautiful country, whether it was in Quito, Ecuador's capital, Shushufindi, or different communities along the Amazon River. I could sense God's hand in our efforts. Your support helped my team and I reach precious souls embedded within communities deep inside the Amazon jungle. I can't thank you enough for your support. Let me tell you a little bit about our trip. The first day, we arrived in Ecuador's capital, which is Quito, and we were met by our interpreter, who was Sandra, an indigenous missionary there. The next day, we took a flight from Quito to El Coco, and from El Coco, we drove into the jungle to a community, a little city called Shushufindi. From there, we took a canoe deeper into the jungle to the Kafan community. And the Kafan community was where we had our first outreach. We played games, gave out candy. We had a David and Goliath skit. We saw several hands raised to receive Jesus after a testimony and message of salvation were given. It was such a treasure to witness the smiles on all the kids' faces. The rest of our outreaches were very similar and yielded similar results, with many giving their life to Christ. After the first outreach, we took the canoe down a tributary to the Amazon until we arrived at San Pablo, where the Sequoia community reside. In the Sequoia community, some of our team were more involved with outreach efforts, while others focused on construction. The construction revolved around making a new roof for a building intended for youth ministry. We were unfortunately unable to finish the roof, but we left the rest of the work in good hands. Eventually, Sandra sent us pictures of the completed project. Our presence in the Sequoia community made an impact, and the community leaders visited with us to share their gratitude. We were so happy to meet them. From San Pablo, we traveled by canoe to do outreach at a Chakua community, where we saw 30 to 40 give their life to Christ. From there, we traveled up the river to Nikki Lodge, where we stayed 2 days. Day 1 at Nikki Lodge, we had our last outreach at the Sionas community, where we saw more give their life to Jesus. As always, we had fun with candy and games. It was such a special time to see young children raise their hands to receive Christ. The second day at Nikki Lodge, we canoed back to our bus, back to El Coco, and from El Coco we flew out of the jungle back to Quito. Because of your support and the grace of God, we were able to lead over 100 people to Christ in the Amazon jungle. I'm calling this trip mission accomplished. The work isn't done though. I have more trips planned, including one this year. Please pray about supporting me as I work to reach the unsaved and serve the body of Christ. Let's redeem the time together, bear good fruit, and reach people with the gospel.